guys, it's Heather. So today I am back to do my January favorites for you guys. So I do want to address, I did change the color of my hair. I added more blonde to it, so hopefully you guys like it. I'm still doing the kind of root effect, but I decided to add some more blonde to it. So I wasn't sure about it at first, but now it's really grown on me, especially seeing it curled. It's super cute. So now that that's out of the way, I'm going to share with you my January favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. The first thing is a hair product. I actually really love this hairspray. And if you are a longtime viewer of my channel, you know that I hate most hairspray. Okay, let's just get it out there. I hate most hairspray. And this one I bought in a 2-pack at Target, I believe, and it's the Bedhead TG Masterpiece. It's the Massive Shine Hairspray. It has like a lime green lid. I just always lose the lid, so I don't know. I've always done that. It's so irritating sometimes. But anyways, I really love this. It does give kind of a shine to your hair. It can get a little bit where it gets a little bit hard if you're not careful. So you do want to make sure that you're not spraying real close to your hair and you're not putting too much on, because it can kind of get crunchy. But I've sprayed quite a bit and it doesn't feel real crunchy or anything like that. I tend to spray a little heavier, like on my little flyaways, just to make them kind of look more smooth. So they might, feel a little bit heavy, but it doesn't make my But it doesn't make my scalp itch like most hairsprays. Most hairsprays I put on my hair and my scalp is on fire and I'm itching at my hair all day, and I just get my scalp really irritated. So that's why I hate most hairsprays, but this one actually is a really good one. So I just happened to pick it up at Target one day. Like I said, it was in a 2-pack and I love it. So definitely, if you are in the market for a good hairspray, I would highly recommend it. I really love this whenever I curl my hair because it holds the curls. It gets a little, I get a little bit of shine, and it just doesn't irritate my scalp. So love this hairspray. The next thing is a hair tool. Now I struggle with curling my hair. I've tried curling irons, I've tried the flat iron, but I recently pulled this out. Now I bought this a long time ago, and this is the Remington I guess curling one. It was under $20 at Walmart. It came with the glove. I lost the glove. I don't even know, I've never used the glove, but this is what I use today. And it just really curls my hair really easily. My curl stays, because I found like when I used a curling iron, because my hair is pretty short, that my curl would just fall throughout the day no matter how many products I put in my hair. But this really gets a good curl for my short hair, and it's wonderful. So if you are in the market for something to curl your hair, especially if your hair is on the shorter side, I would definitely recommend this Remington one. I've seen them at Walmart. Again, I believe it was under $20. At the most, maybe $25, but I'm pretty sure it was like $15 or $16. It gets up to 410, so it gets really hot and you can adjust it, which I like, and then it does get solid whenever it's ready, so that's really helpful. Sorry about my phone. So I would highly recommend this if you're in the market for an expensive curling one that works. Okay, so a couple of more, few more hair products here. So this next product is something that I heard about from a fellow YouTuber, and I love watching her vlogs. It's like HKitty1122 is her beauty channel, and then I think her vlogs are like HKitty Vlogs. I love watching her, and she talked about this being her all-time favorite, something that she's repurchased over and over. So I decided to give it a try because my hair gets my scalp gets a lot of buildup, and it gets really irritated and it itches, and I've just always had that problem. So she was talking about this Head & Shoulders Itchy Scalp Care. Now, Head & Shoulders has a bazillion different kinds, but this is the one that she talked about, and I absolutely love this. I use this probably about once a week. It says it removes flakes, calms your itching, reduces irritation, reduces redness. It has a good scent. It fights dryness and leaves your hair beautiful is what it says on the claims, and it really does work. It gets rid of all that buildup, but my hair still feels really soft. It doesn't dry it out by any stretch, and I love it. I usually use this shampoo, and then I'll go in with my normal conditioner, and I haven't had much of a problem with my scalp. Even when I went to get my hair done a couple of weeks ago, she was even saying, wow, your scalp looks great. What are you using? And it's the Head & Shoulders, because before my scalp was so flaky. I had all those white bits all the time, and it was so embarrassing, but this actually works. So I use it, like I said, once a week. I don't feel like I need it any more than that, so I really love this so much. So I'm really glad that I decided to pick it up. And the next thing is something that I've used for a long time, and it's a Silk Infusion, and it's basically like an oil. It can get greasy pretty quickly. I have really dry, coarse hair, so I don't really have a problem with that, but I love using this basically after I've already, I mean, it says you can use it on wet hair, which I don't typically do that unless I'm going to let my hair like air dry and kind of be natural. But for the most part, I just like after I straighten it or I curl it, I just put a little bit in the palm of my hands and kind of rub it through. And it just makes everything really silky. I never get greasy though, but I only use a little bit. But I just love this stuff. Again, I used it in high school. For many years, my mom used to be a huge fan of this. Her hairdresser actually was like, at the time back in the day, like worked with a lot of cheap products, and so this was something he always used on my hair, and I've just loved it. And like I said, I don't remember where I picked it up, but I have about half a bottle left, but I love this stuff so much, and I see it all the time at like your Marshalls, TJ Maxx. It's also, I believe, at Ulta, and a lot of times it comes like a small bottle with your Chi iron, so you know, it's like always included, so that's, you know, something you can try it then too, but I really recommend it so much. Okay, the last hair product I'm gonna talk about is this. It's for Graceland's hair. Now, we have had this for quite a while actually, and I decided to pull it back out to use on her, and it's the Johnson's No More Tangles leave-in conditioner. It says it helps unlock stubborn tangles, lightweight formula, so this really works on her. And if you guys have been a long-time viewer, you know my daughter has hair past her bottom. It gets tangly really fast, and it's just a really high maintenance job to take care of her hair, because I won't allow her to walk around with tangles in her hair. But I have struggled with finding products that actually will get through those tangles, because most of the time I can't get through her tangles with most products. But this, you just put a small amount, it smooths it, it makes her hair look so healthy. The brush gets right through it. This stuff is so good. Again, I don't remember how much it was because I bought it a while ago, and I don't know why I never used it. But like I said, it's a leave-in conditioner that really helps with tangles, and it helps make the hair look healthy. So we use this on her every morning when I'm brushing her hair for school, and it just is a lifesaver. So I highly recommend this product. If you have a child that struggles with tangles, it's a great product. It really is. All right, so now we're on to some makeup goodies. So the first thing I want to talk about is a moisturizer. I've lost my train of thought there. This is the L'Oreal Collagen Moisture Filler. It says day and night. I love this stuff. It is a really good moisturizer. I don't typically use it at night though. I am about halfway through, you know, through it, and I love it. It is so moisturizing, but it doesn't like stay like tacky on the face. Like, it really just absorbs, and it makes my skin just really helps it moisturize, because I have really dry areas, and sometimes when you have dry areas like that, even when you use a primer, if you don't use a good moisturizer, it'll cling to all those dry areas, and I hate it. But this is a really good one, and I really focus it on my cheeks because my cheeks are so dry, and it seems like my blush and my foundation just want to just cake up to it, or not cake up to it, but just like cling on to it, and it just looks horrible. But this is a good moisturizer. I believe it was like $10 at Walmart. I love it. I heard about it through Chowbella XO. She talked about it being one of her favorites, and I really love it as well. It's a good moisturizer, and it's from the drugstore, so I highly recommend it. Okay, so the next face product I want to talk about is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I'm like about halfway done with it. I love this. So what I typically do is I'll put my moisturizer on, then I'll go in and I'll spray this, and then I'll use like a pore filling primer to just kind of like focus in this area where my pores are noticeable. But I love this. I mean, I find that my makeup lasts. When I use it in combination with a moisturizer, I don't have problems, you know, with my makeup clinging on to dry areas. I just really like it. It's just a light, you know, fine mist, and it just feels good, and it just seems like it perks up your skin, and you're ready to apply your foundation. So I really like this stuff, and I believe they just came out with like a primer oil or something, which that would be interesting to try as well, since I have dry skin. So maybe that'll be my next purchase once I finish this. But this is actually a really good primer. I really like it. So I highly recommend that. I know I'm talking 100 miles an hour and I'm sorry. I have a lot to get through here. Okay, so I picked this up recently at Target, probably about a month ago, and it's the e.l.f. Eyebrow Kit. I love this, and I got the shade medium. I love the waxy part. It really glides on and it's easy to use, and I can fill in my brows really easily. I haven't used the powder yet. I just like my Anastasia brow powder that I've been using for years, but I really like this wax. It's not as harsh as like the Dip Brow Pomade from Anastasia, so I just feel like this is really easy to use. It really glides on and fills it in and just works great. So I love this, and this was $3 at Target, so can't beat it. I'm sure the powder's fine. It just looks a little bit too, well, maybe it's, I don't know. It's just really, it's kind of light, but it's not real. I mean, it's a very cool tone. I don't know. I just like my Anastasia. I just really like my Anastasia one, but I just really love this wax part. And to me, $3 is definitely, I mean, that wax is definitely worth the $3 by itself. I love it. Okay, and then a concealer. You know I love my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I'm running kind of low, so I've been trying to use what I have in my collection, and this is an oldie but a goodie, and this is the NYX HD Concealer. I have the shade, I believe this is, let me see, Porcelain, CW01 Porcelain. I believe it's the lightest shade. I love this. It's very lightweight under the eyes. I find that it covers very decently and it doesn't crease on me. I mean, I of course set it. I always set my under eye concealer, but this is a really good concealer from the drugstore. I'm about out of it. I mean, I'm pretty low on it. It's just a really good one. I really love it for the drugstore. It's not as full coverage as my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, but I like how lightweight it is, and it does give me a decent amount of coverage, so I really appreciate that. So love that concealer. And then I really love, let's see here. I'm going to talk about two brushes. So the first one, they're both from Morphe. This is the Morphe M501. This is amazing for your highlighter. I'm sure I've talked about it before. I don't know. I kind of skipped doing some monthly favorites, so it's a new year, so I'm going to really try to stick with it because I got off the wagon, but we'll get there. But this is the, I've already told you what it is. What's my deal? I love this for highlighter. It really gets highlighter on beautifully. It disperses it beautifully, blends it beautifully, because I had a hard time for a while with highlighters like just looking too stark, and I would like blend, and it would just stay really stark, and I hated it. But this is a really good brush, and I think it was like $6 or $7. I don't even remember, but it's a good one. And then the next one is the Morphe E4. This is what I use for blush. I love this. Now I have been I believe it's an F40. Yeah, the Sigma F40. I have used that for years. I'm talking for like 4 or 5 years. I love that brush. And I still do. But I think this one is really good at like really pigmented blushes because it really just kind of goes on softly. I used it today and I can really blend with it, and it just has enough density to it to where, because when I first got it I was like, that's going to be flimsy as hell and it's not going to apply it good, but no, it really does. I mean, it is kind of, you know, it's not super dense, but it has enough density to it to where it really glides your blush on. It doesn't put too much, it doesn't leave real harsh edges, and you can really blend it out. I love this brush so much. Okay, so I want to talk about a couple of mascaras. I have been loving, this is a sample, this is the Stila Huge Lash, or Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. I love this for separating and length. It is so amazing. It's like one of the best mascaras I've ever used. My sister, she got one as well, and she loves it. It just really is good at separating and giving a lot of length, and I love it. I love the formula. It doesn't flake on me. It lasts a long time on me. I love this mascara. I also, for like loaded volume, because I need both length and I need volume, and I love this L'Oreal Voluminous Miss Manga Rock. This is the one with the 360-degree brush, and this is a really good volumizing mascara. However, you need to use one coat, because after one coat, like if you go on to 2 coats, it can really start clumping. If that's your look, if that's what you like, you go for it, girlfriend. But for me, I don't like them to be real clumpy, but I find I use that Stila one first, and then I go in with this and just really try to get some volume, and it gives me like loaded volume. But again, I only use one coat because 2 coats, it just gets really clumpy. So, but I haven't used a mascara in a while that gave me so much volume, so I really love it, especially only using one coat. I got the shade Blackest Black. That's what I always typically get, but this is a good drugstore mascara, so I really, really like it. And even on its own, like if I just use it on its own, it gives me loads of volume, just not enough length as I like. That's why I've been using it with the Stila. Okay, so next thing is a blush. Now I have had this in my collection for a while. I pulled it out and I've literally been wearing it every time I apply my makeup. I'm not wearing it today though, but I love this. This is the MAC blush in Pinch Me. This is so beautiful. It's just a beautiful blush. I love it. And it's a sheer tone shimmer, which is my favorite, and it's just a really pretty peachy shade, and it's just beautiful on the cheeks. It goes with any kind of looks, especially with these warm eyes that I've been going with lately. I've been really loving this blush with it because it just goes so pretty. So I really like that blush a lot. Okay, so we're almost done here. I have a lipstick that I want to talk about. This is MAC's Peach Blossom. It was in my 2015 favorites. I still love it. I'm wearing it today. This is one of my favorite lipsticks. It just goes with these warm looks. It's just real soft. I don't need a mirror to apply it. I can just, you know, apply it, and it's beautiful. I really love it. I guess I could swatch it for you guys. It's just such a beautiful peach lipstick, and it's soft and neutral, and it's perfect. I love that why do I keep saying blush? I love that lipstick so much. Okay, so we're almost done. I got 3 more things and we'll wrap this up. I know I can talk a lot. Okay, so the next thing is a scent. Now, you know, I went crazy at Bath & Body Works. I showed my semi-annual haul, and this is a scent that I bought in that haul, and oh, I love it. It's Jingle All the Way. I don't know if you can even get this anymore, but this is so good. This reminds me of my all-time favorite Waikiki Beach Coconut that I've talked about on my channel, except it doesn't have the coconut. So it's almost like that kind of, I don't even know how to explain it because I looked at both of their notes and they don't even have similar notes, so I'm not even sure why they remind me of each other, but they do, and it's such a good scent. So I love the lotion and I love the body spray. Been wearing it almost every day. Love those scents so much. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to talk about is this ColourPop eyeshadow. Now, I've recently got on the ColourPop eyeshadow train. I've been a fan of their lip products for a while, but I have kind of stayed away from their eye products. This is in the shade DGAF. I've heard Samantha Sherman talk about it. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and it's just a really pretty kind of, first of all, it's super pigmented. I mean, like, whoa, these are so easy to blend too. This is what's on my eyes today, and it's just a really pretty warm, kind of reddish brown color, and it has some gold flecks of shimmer. Again, that's the only shadow that's on my eyes right now. I just applied it with a fluffy brush, a Sigma E35. And it just blended, like the edges blended out. It was so easy to work with. I love this. This is so beautiful. I got about, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them, and this is the only one I've tried so far, and I just love it for like every day. Like, I feel like it looks like I spent a lot more time than I actually did on my eyeshadow, and it just is the right amount of warmth, and it just looks really beautiful. I love this, and I think with the glitter, it just gives it kind of more of a dimension to where you don't have to pile on a bunch of colors if you don't want to. So this is definitely a favorite. I just loved how it blended. I mean, I just applied it with the brush, and I didn't have to pack a bunch of it on. It was super pigmented, and it just blended beautifully. I love that shadow. And again, this is what it looks like. It's just really pretty. So I highly recommend that shadow. And even me trying to rub it off, I mean, it does kind of stain your hand. So, I mean, it's a good one. It's really good. That's it, guys. This is my January favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I talked 100 miles an hour, and I'm sorry, but I had a lot of products to share with you. So I wanted to get this video up because I really want to make a point to do these favorite videos, because they're one of my favorite videos to film and watch, and I never keep up with it, but this year I really want to. So I hope you enjoy. Please let me know down below what some of your favorites are for the month of January, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye!